everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title, I am back with another foundation review, and it's going to be on the Rimmel Lasting Finish 24-Hour Nude Foundation. The shade that I have here is 303 True Nude, and like always with my demo and reviews, I always start with a bare face. So I have a mirror right here, and you guys can see my skin is pretty clear. I haven't really had any breakouts in the past few months, only when it's that time of the month, I should say. But besides that, my skin has been really good, no breakouts, and it's also not producing as much oil because it's winter. Now I have combination to oily skin, and what I look in foundations is longevity, a foundation that doesn't clog my pores because I have enlarged pores. I also have fine lines, and I like light to medium coverage. So I want to put that out there so you guys kind of like have an idea of what type of foundation I like. I'm also an NC30, so I have a lot of yellow undertone in my skin, so I prefer foundations that have a bit of yellow or pretty much yellow so that they can just sink into my skin. To apply this foundation, I'm going to be using my trustworthy buffing brush by Real Techniques. It's not sold on its own, it comes part of a set, but I absolutely love it, and I always wear this. I really like it. So I'm going to start by shaking the foundation a little bit. It doesn't really say that you need to shake it, but I always like to shake foundations. And I'm going to take a full pump of this foundation. As you can see, it's not too liquidy, but it's not too thick either. It's kind of like in the middle. So I'm going to start by dotting the foundation, and it does have a scent. This foundation is kind of like a floral scent. It reminds me of high-end foundations. A lot of them have scents, so if you're sensitive to scents, you may not like it, but it's not really overpowering or anything like that. It will go away after a while. So I'm just gonna start blending foundation, and it blends in really easily. It's not a difficult foundation to blend. I've been using it for about a week, and I have a fair idea of how the foundation works on my skin. So I drag it just a little bit down my neck because I find that this shade is just a little bit too dark for me. So I'm just dragging it slightly onto my neck to make it blend with my skin. So I'm done with the first layer, and from what I can see and what I've been noticing every time I wear this foundation, it's very natural on the skin. It doesn't mask the skin at all. It has a somewhat glow to it, but it's more like a natural glow, if that makes any sense. Like if you're not wearing any makeup, your skin has a bit of a glow, and that's what this foundation does. So that is with the first layer. So now I'm going to apply my second layer. As always, I want you guys to see if the foundation is buildable. That's very important for those who like full coverage, or they just need to cover a little bit more. So I absolutely love doing 2 layers at all times. However, on my day-to-day basis, I never wear 2 layers of foundation, maximum 1.5 layers, depending on the foundation that I'm using. Sometimes they're too sheer and I need to apply a little bit more. So here we go, applying the second layer of foundation. And I like concentrating the second layer a little bit more on the areas where I feel that I need more coverage. Even though I dotted my whole face, I tend to just stipple the foundation instead of just buffing it in, so I can concentrate the foundations in the areas where I feel I need a little bit more coverage throughout the day. And this probably means my whole face as I am doing this demo. I usually would just apply half a pump just to my cheeks because my skin sometimes gets a little bit oily in that area, and foundations tend to break down a little bit more. So now I'm just going to buff it in because I want this to look really natural and seamless. Let's not forget the forehead. So So I'm done with the second layer of foundation, and from what I can see right now, my skin is pretty flawless, meaning it's full coverage for me in my opinion. Now, I don't know if from the camera it's picking up, but it makes me look like I'm tanned. Like by looking at my mirror here, it looks like I'm tanned. This is definitely not my shade, but we will get into the shades throughout the video, throughout this review. But my skin looks pretty flawless. It still looks, it still feels like it's a little bit tacky. It's still trying to set. But this doesn't last all day, but it does feel like it's still setting. It's not completely set because I feel that sticky feeling. The glow is still there. Not too sure if the camera's picking up, but from the lights I can see that there is a bit of glow, but it still looks natural. I don't feel like it's masking my skin in no way, shape or form. It just looks like it doesn't match my skin. Like if I lift my neck, you guys can see the difference between my face and my neck. So what I'm going to do now is finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be back with my review. Okay, so I'm done with my makeup and now I'm going to get into the review. As you guys know, I'm always very honest with these products. If I like them, I like them, and if I don't, I don't. But I'm going to start with the packaging. It comes in a glass bottle. It carries 1 fluid ounce, which is 30 mils. That's standard for most foundations at the drugstore. It also comes with a pump, which I believe, in my opinion, is a must for all foundations, whether it's high-end or drugstore. I love that they have a pump because you don't waste product. And talking about wasting product, this pump is actually really nice because you can control it. It's made of plastic, but it's still a good pump. If you just want half of a pump, you can get it. If you want a full pump, you can get it also. So I really like that. Very blendable foundation, as you guys could see from the demo. But let's talk about the color selection. It's only been released with 6 colors. At least here in the UK there's only 6. I got shade 303, which is True Nude, and I thought that this shade was the most yellow out of the 6. There's also 200 and 201, which I would say is for fairer to medium skin tones, but this one is definitely for medium skin tones. Now, when I talk about foundations and I review them, I always say that I find that it's really sad that these brands do not release shades for deeper skin tones. So if you're darker than maybe an NC37 to NC40, you will not find a shade for you available because it just doesn't go that dark. I think it only goes either to 400 or 401. So this is probably like the, for me, I always say this, I would love for drugstore brands to bring so many shades, like L'Oreal True Match Foundations has 33 shades. I would expect at least 10 or maybe 12 to kind of like try and suit every skin tone. I'm gonna read the description of the foundation on the Boots website because that's where I bought mine, and it says, finally, long-lasting makeup that feels great and gives a natural look. Introducing Lasting Finish 24-Hour Nude, our first long wear foundation with a nude finish and barely there fill. Free gift when you buy 3 selected Rimmel products. That's what they have at the moment. So if you buy 3, you get a gift, or you buy 3 and you pay only 2. So it says it's long wearing. It definitely is. And I have combination to oily skin, and I find that this foundation lasts pretty well throughout the day. I don't set it with a powder. I've done it now because I didn't want the lights to create that glow, overly glow, that I hate when I'm doing videos. But when I go to work, I don't put a powder. I actually find that the foundation lasts really well on my skin, and it doesn't make me look overly oily throughout the day. It doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. Obviously, you girls know, we all know we wear makeup, but it gives a really natural finish on the skin. It actually blurs my imperfections when it comes to like enlarged pores, fine lines. I have a few fine lines on my forehead, and it does not enhance them. It just makes my skin look really pretty. And these lights are definitely washing me out. Apologies for my phone. Are definitely washing me out because this foundation makes me look like I'm a little bit tanned, but in a nice way. So if right now I'm an NC30 in the summer, without even tanning, without going to the beach, I go up to maybe an NC35. This foundation will match me perfectly. Will it last in the summer? I don't know. A lot of foundations tend to break down on me because of the heat and humidity here in London, but that happens even with high-end foundations. So if this one does the same thing, I won't be that surprised. Now, when it comes to the longevity of 24 hours, I am not too sure about that. I don't know who wears foundation for that period of time. I don't. My day starts with makeup from 6:30 in the morning all the way till 5:30 in the evening. Sometimes a little bit longer because I have to pick up my daughter from nursery. But besides that, I don't wear foundation for that long. So I'm looking in the mirror, and one thing I've noticed throughout the time that I've been wearing this foundation is if you don't have, if you don't have under eye circles, you don't need a concealer. That's what I find. The foundation actually covers really well underneath the eyes. It does not crease, and it stays put throughout the day. I have a concealer right now. I have the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, which is one of my favorite drugstore concealers, and I have it now, and it doesn't give me how do I say, it doesn't change the foundation. I just put it a little bit underneath my eye, and then I use the same brush to blend it in, and it just looks really, really flawless. So for me, the only downside of this foundation is the shade range. There's only 6 shades. Rimmel fails to understand that we all come in different shades and skin tones. There's a lot of deeper skin tones here in the UK. Asian, Afro-Caribbean, Afro-Portuguese. I mean, come on. There's so many different shades here. So I don't understand why they only release a small amount. It will not cover everybody. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this review and buy this product is because I find that on YouTube I've seen a lot of videos, and I'm not criticizing other people, I'm just saying that they don't mention the fact that if you have deeper skin tone, you're not going to find a shade for you. It's about embracing the community, and the community here in the UK is very diverse, and when it comes to skin tones, we're definitely not all the same skin tone. Price wise, this foundation is definitely very affordable. It only costs $7.99. For the longevity that it stays on my skin and how it looks, I definitely think it's worth it. I am definitely going to be wearing this in the summer. Springtime, when I start getting a little bit darker, I'll definitely be wearing this. I absolutely love how it looks on my skin. It just makes my skin look pretty flawless, and obviously now I have full coverage. I wouldn't have all this coverage throughout the day for me personally, but if I was going out at night with no flash photography, I would more than likely be wearing this foundation because I absolutely love the finish of it. So that is it for my review today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you did, and let me know if there's any other products from my previous beauty haul that you would like to see a review on so I can do a video for you guys. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.